Real World J podcast show. Show. Hey, there's no other thing. Do your thing, Donald. That's the thing, dog. That's the thing, dog. You have to find out what thing, y'all. Welcome to the Real World J podcast show. I am your host, Full Circle J, Akata J, uh, home of the Twin Desert Eagles, like no other, will host more 2.5 twice a night, half the time. Appreciate y'all for joining the show. This is the Real World J podcast show. So yeah, so if you want to, so appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Man, I want to say a shout out and I want to say appreciate y'all because I was looking at the status. I was looking at the podcast like downloads and like listens and stuff like that because I get stats, I get stats and stuff like that. So and so shout out to shout shout out to Singapore. You know what I mean? And shout out some people in Germany. Shout out some people in Africa. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all for listening and downloading and liking and and subscribing and listen back because we on season 7, so we got 7 seasons of the Real World J podcast. So we got different topics. You know what I'm saying? Like our main objective is mental health and self improvement. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. And so we have many times we talk about everything. We talk about everything. We talk about like our past, you know what I'm saying? Like what we used to do back in the day, like that creep, whatever. We have fun and everything. And you can type in the Real World J podcast show on any major platform on Spotify. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on iHeartRadio. Uh, we are live on Speaker and on iHeartRadio. Right now, we are live on YouTube Live right now. We are live on Scout right now. So we're on many places right now. You can download and like us, love us, hate us. Uh, the topic today is true forgiveness. And true forgiveness, uh, true forgiveness come from your heart. Um, it's not it's not a thing that you can just like just kind of like deal with it with your mind because like your mind because your mind only replays your mind only replays what the heart feels. So if you look at it that way, it is more like it is that way. So you gotta you gotta get it from the heart. You gotta start from like you gotta get it out your heart. And true forgiveness is a real. It's not just like just like a one-time offer thing. Cause it just all depends on the, you know what I'm saying, the severity of the offense or whatever you want to call it. Because it's like you forgive, but you don't forget. Because even if you don't mean to think about it or whatever case may be, it's there. You know. So try not to focus on that part because that's the hard part. And it's easy, and it's super easy to think about all the bad things someone did and not think about all the good things they did. You know, because on with that, you know what I'm saying. With that, just change your focus. You know, think about all the good things they did. Hold on. Like you gotta just change, you know, change your focus on that if you want that to change. Yeah, I'm bad. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you want, and I know, and I'm not saying that. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Real World J podcast show. Your Mark is on the show. Let's go. Untouchable J. I kinda J. Appreciate you. Man, we live, baby. Mm-hmm. And you know, and that's what I was talking about. Like, you know, because you gotta because like I said, like now true forgiveness is like changes your focus on what you know what I'm saying, what you was harping on and focusing on what you can build and you know what I'm saying. So what you can build on, you know what I'm saying. So twice a night they had the time, 2.5 grams, Mark 2.5. Mark Flores is in the house. And so you gotta and then you know another thing about true forgiveness, when you know you truly forgive someone, when you don't bring it up at all. Cause it's like, what's the point? To what? Make a hostile situation worse or whatever case may be because you won't bring up some people just bring up old stuff. Let's go. Let's get it go. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like let it go, like for real. Cause you gotta understand, like some people will bring up something they, you know what I'm saying, they've been together for like 10 years and they bring up something that happened like when they first start dating. Like, come on, what really? You didn't let that go. And you remember and they bring it up every time. You think that's forgiveness? It's not. It's not forgiveness. You know, people it's easy to like, man, you know, like like I don't know why the mind were like this for a lot of people and just for people in general. Like, you know, it's easier to hold on to the things that hurt you than the things that you know what I'm saying, good to you. Like it's like I'm saying, like it's easy to cherish the you know what I'm saying, the hurt and the pain and the bad memories and that I don't even know why it's like that. Facts, I appreciate you. Facts. Mark said facts. Like I don't understand that. Shout out to come get it for joining the Real World J podcast show on Scout. I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you for joining Real. We talking about true forgiveness, man. It's like because like I was saying like earlier, you know, it's like I said a few seconds ago, it's like it's easier to hold on to the bad things instead of you know what I'm saying, holding on to the good things. And I don't know why the mind works that way, you know what I'm saying, but you know, but it's just the way it is. So um you know, like, but true forgiveness is like not whatever happened doesn't make you feel a certain type of way. You know, it had to be like it had to be like lifted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It may not be all the way gone, but it has to be lifted a little bit. And just because you forgive someone don't mean they have to. And also too, you know what I'm saying? People to me, people get it twisted. It's like when if you do feel if you do forgive someone, it doesn't mean they have to be in your life. It doesn't mean you have to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you did that for them for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta worry about me. I'm good. Like I'm good. I'm good. Like that's the best feeling to feel free. Why wouldn't you want to be free? Because at the end of the day, and this is the quote of the day. Uh, you know, uh, holding the grudge is like you drink, you drinking the poison, expect the other person to die. Quote of the day for the Real World J podcast show. Think about that because that didn't move on. Probably forgot about it, and you still hold on to it. Trust me. I struggle too. I struggle too. That's why I'm on her. That's why I want her talking about because I struggle too. I struggle too. Because I'm like, because I see, I'm a type of person like I forgive you, like, like, like true forgiveness. I have true, I have truly forgiven people. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but it's like it's some that I have done, and I have, I guess, issues. May I have like the whatever. What I'm about to say is like I'm. It's like I forgive you. I truly forgive you, but I truly don't forget. It's like I remember every detail. And I don't know, is that for me to I always remember, to always remember like I know who you know what I'm saying? Like I know who you are. So I never forget. And you know what I'm saying, you never forget that make you, you know what I'm saying, you push it too hard for, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I push too hard for that to try to really forget. You know what I'm saying? To really try to, forgive, and I do. And but I don't forget, like, man. And I learned to like keep my mouth closed on a lot of things. Cause I used to just say whatever, pop off, say whatever, like say how I feel, we'll do. But I learned like you're not even showing someone that you even try. You're not even showing someone that you forgive them. Every time you see them, you talking about the same old thing. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, make that make sense. And every time you get in an argument, you know what I'm saying? How did that come up? You know what I'm saying? Trust me, that person remember whatever they did was they remember they was there. You know what I'm saying? They was there. They were probably like they was probably for real with it. Like, man, you know what? I ain't gonna that right there. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Some people really mean that. And so, and when they show you, I don't see how people show you and you still don't like forgive, like try to like forgive them or try to forgive them or work on trying to forgive them. And they're showing you. Because somebody could tell you, but somebody showing you, and it was like, man, you know what? He did that, and then he was just like, man, I promise, like, woo, I'm just like, boom, I 360, no nigga, just to keep all y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then you still don't, and you still hold it as a grudge. You still hold that as the thing over his head. It's like if he's showing you that every single day, and it been 5 years, like how long you want to hold the stick? How long you want to hold the stick in front of them? Like, come on now, why you ain't tired? And that will come with true forgiveness. Like, gotta like true forgiveness is not holding things over someone's head. The people at the end of the day, we are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Our DNA is not perfect. You know, like we are, and like, and this is another quote. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you two quotes of the day. You know what I'm saying? This is rare. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you two quotes of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are imperfect people trying to be trying to be in perfect situations. So with that, it's like you gotta be mindful of that. Like at the end of the day, when I'm trying to say in layman terms, people fuck up. People fuck up. Cause at the end of the day, everybody gotta. I'm gonna try you. Everybody got you human. He said we want imperfect people trying to be in a perfect situation. That's what I'm saying. We imperfect people trying to be in perfect situations. Of course you want of course you want the perfect marriage. Of course you want the perfect, you know what I'm saying, the perfect relationship. Of course you want the perfect friendship. But we are human. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, make it make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like, yeah. Like, so you gotta and then but see, but like a person who really rock with you, who see you, you know what I'm saying? So like they understand that it's kind of like they kind of understand the things people don't understand. So sometimes I don't understand, but that person understand because like I know how you got there. I paid attention how you got there, and so and when people, you know what I'm saying, when people like when that, you know what I'm saying, when you know that person and that thing come out, like you gotta forget that person because like that's not all of them. There's just a little bit of them, and you know, like it just all depends on the situation. But you know, it varies. Some people just out of the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people just out of struggle. Yeah. And like it's like it's like I was telling someone, I was like, man, you know what? If you like it's not good to jump in. Like, okay, it's not good. Like, it's gonna take a lot of true forgiveness when you jump in a situation like this. And then Mark sparks something and hits something on this. That's why I'm speaking on this. It is you shouldn't jump in a relationship when you're in the struggle. I don't feel like you have time for that. You know, like I mean, like the real struggle. You know, you trying to find a job, you trying to find like you trying to get a car. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get a 100. I mean, you trying to get find an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like for real, like, and you over here and and like kind of like you kind of like to me, I feel like Mark said exactly 100. Like the least thing, you know what I'm saying? The least thing I would think that you should be worried about is like, you know what I'm saying, like a dude or a girl, like, you know what I mean? like for real. Or even if you're in a situation and if you feel like you try to step out or whatever, like come on, bro. Like you know what you could have been doing that time. You know the time you could have been doing spending, applying for applications. See what I'm saying? Like make it make sense. Like you know what I'm saying? But you ain't man. You ain't helping nobody but yourself. So why would you do that? You ain't helping nobody in the household but yourself. That's wrong. That's what you don't do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making a point, and it's out there. That's a real thing. People will be in a struggle, and then they go out there, you know, saying cheating. It's like, why? It be like that, right? Mark Ryan said, like Mark knows, like that's the truth. It's like, nah, man, you make this situation worse. That's my thinking. Hey, don't make the situation worse. Like why? Like yeah, like why? The Mark's like why? Like why? Like make it make sense. Like you just add it. You just add that right there, right there. They're just saying that you just want to burn the whole down, the whole house down, and everybody in it. You know, it's like yeah, like you gotta like see yourself in that man. You gotta be like, you gotta be the one to be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get out this hole. I'm gonna get out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a, I'm gonna get it out this hole. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna help figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna balance out. Um, Man, you have that every day, you'll go a long way. I feel like so. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and so but if you in like I said, if you're in a struggle with someone, and then if you in a struggle with someone, and y'all both in the same level, it's gonna be a lot of forgiveness because y'all gonna be doing a lot of things that y'all shouldn't be doing. And it's like, why would you put that load on you, another person, and he got the same exact struggle you got? It's gonna be a rocky road, and you're gonna end up resenting. You're gonna end up feeling some type of way about that person. Yeah, because you gonna feel like he held you, or that person held you back. Yeah, he did because he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there. They shouldn't have been there. It's a bad move. Like I hate, you know what I'm saying? It ain't wrong to say like, hey, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get a love life until I, you know what I'm saying, so I get everything straight. I think that make most sense. Because you can be with somebody in a struggle who ain't gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, so don't do that. So yeah, it's okay to be like, you know what, like you know, like it's okay. It's okay to be like, yeah, I'm about to shut out Mark. Right, that part, like for real though, because like it's okay to be like, you know what, I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna give it, I need to get straight, and then and I'm focused on that. And it's all I'm gonna pay, all I'm gonna pay attention to that. I think that makes more sense. But that's just me. And like, you know, truly forgiving someone is not, how can I say, like you know how you can let someone go but still hold on to everything they, you know, everything that happened and everything they did and everything that went on, even though you let that person go, like you ain't forgive them, you still gotta do that. And sometimes it's hard to forgive someone and when they're in your face. Because like imagine I mean, people do it every day. You know what I'm saying? People forgive someone and they're in their face every day. I've done it. It can be done, but it takes a lot. So, you know, just how I go. World War J podcast show. Let's go. Uh, yeah, like I said, y'all can download us on many platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Speaker, uh, Apple Podcast, YouTube, uh, Podcaster, um, Pod Acid, Pod Acid. I think it's called Pod Acid. Uh, yeah, the Real World J podcast show. Yeah, boom, boom. See it in red and white. You can't miss it. Uh, I really appreciate y'all for joining the Real World J podcast show. Just wanted to touch base with you, tell you that we're gonna be back and we're gonna be doing this at least once a week. I'm back. I really appreciate y'all.